Hey everyone, welcome back to Communication Breakdown, the podcast where we dive into all the weird, awkward, and downright hilarious ways we miscommunicate in our daily lives. I'm your host Alex, and today we're talking about something that we all love. And by love, I mean we've all totally messed up at least once in our lives. Email and Slack misunderstandings. You know, that thing where you send an email or a Slack message thinking it's perfectly clear, and then, boom, misunderstanding central. Now let's be real. We've all been there. You type something, hit send, and immediately wish you could retract it like some sort of digital superhero. But no, you're stuck in the aftermath, and you can't even take it back because it's already there. It's like sending a letter via carrier pigeon, and then the pigeon gets lost. But in this case, it's your reputation that gets lost. And don't even get me started on Slack. It's fast-paced, informal, and perfect for quick communication until it's not. The lines between casual conversation and work chatter get blurred. One moment you're sharing a funny meme, and the next, you're explaining yourself to HR. But hey, let's start with the basics. Email misunderstandings. So, email. It's the most professional form of communication. You send an email and you expect people to take it seriously, right? It's business time. But sometimes, just sometimes, a simple thanks or please can send people into a complete spiral. Here's a classic scenario. You send an email like this. Thanks for the report. This looks good. Simple, right? Positive feedback, you're being polite, you're giving recognition. But you know what happens sometimes? The person on the other end might read it like, thanks for the report, this looks good, but not great. And then they go down a rabbit hole. They start questioning if they've messed up or if you actually think it's terrible. In their mind, they're like, oh no, does Alex think I'm slacking off? Why did he say it looks good but not great? What does good even mean? Now they're thinking about their entire career trajectory, questioning if they're doing enough. And none of that is your fault. You just wanted to be polite. It's like when you think you're complimenting someone's outfit with, "That's an interesting shirt." Meanwhile, they're out there planning to donate the shirt because you just turned their fashion choice into a discussion starter. The key here is tone. Tone is so easy to misinterpret in an email. Even adding a simple smiley face at the end can save someone from a nervous breakdown. Maybe you need a new rule. For every formal email, include at least one emoji to remind people you're not a robot. I'll tell you, I learned that lesson the hard way. One time I sent a very serious email to a coworker about a mistake in a report. Just facts, no emotions. And immediately got a response that said, "Hey, no need to be so harsh." I was like, I'm not being harsh. I'm just telling you what went wrong. But guess what? I didn't add the "oh" at the end of my email. And that's where the misunderstanding started. So, I've since learned, add the smiley face, folks. It'll save you every time. Alright, so let's move on to Slack misunderstandings. And trust me, this is where the fun really begins. First off, Slack is supposed to be more informal, right? It's the work equivalent of texting your friend, but it's still a professional environment, so there's this weird, delicate balance you have to maintain. And people forget that. And that's where things get wild. You know how sometimes you've had a long day and you're just trying to get through your Slack messages and you get this one message from a colleague. Hey, did you see the update on the project? And you're like, no, I haven't seen it yet. Sorry. But you type that out in Slack and hit send. And then you realize, wait a minute, is that too short? Should I add more? Do they think I'm ignoring them? So you start typing a new message. No, I haven't seen it yet, sorry. but I'll check it out right away. Thanks for letting me know. And now, you've sent 2 messages where one would have been perfectly fine. That, my friends, is the Slack spiral. You start overthinking it, you second guess every word, and before you know it, you've turned a simple question into a multi-message saga. But let's talk about the classic, the ultimate Slack pitfall, the wrong emoji. You know when you send a Slack message and someone responds with a thumbs up emoji? You think, oh, they got it. Cool, they agree. But hold on. What if it's passive aggressive? What if they're not agreeing, but rather they're just giving you a thumbs up because they're too tired to type a response? What if it's not a good job thumbs up, but a I don't want to deal with this anymore thumbs up? The drama unfolds in your head. You're like, wait a minute. What does the thumbs up really mean? Do they actually think this is a good idea? Are they pretending they agree just to get it over with? And then there's the emoji overload. Sometimes people overcompensate with emojis. They'll send an entire paragraph of emojis to convey one simple message. Hey, did you get my email? I did. And you're sitting there like, okay, great, so you did get it. But are you excited? Confused? Are we celebrating something? What does all this mean? That's when you realize you've entered a land of pure chaos. Too many emojis and suddenly you're more confused than you were before. But then, there's the ultimate Slack misunderstanding that has haunted every worker everywhere. The reply all button. You've probably seen it happen. Someone tries to reply to one person, but accidentally hits reply all instead of just reply. And the next thing you know, everyone in the company is seeing a message that should have only gone to one person. It's like, oops, I was trying to say that to Jim, not to all 150 of you. It's a disaster. And then the floodgates open, and suddenly you're flooded with responses that are like, did you mean to send that to all of us? Why am I on this email chain? I thought we were only working with Jim on this. And you're sitting there thinking, well, it's too late now. We've all seen it. We're all here. We're all in this together. I mean, you can try to save face, but there's no going back. All you can do is delete your Slack for the next 48 hours and hope the storm passes. All right, folks. That's enough of my communication trauma for today. But let's be real. We all mess up from time to time. Whether it's email, Slack, or just your everyday conversation, miscommunications happen. And sometimes, all you can do is laugh it off.